There is a good chance that at least once in your career, you will have a boss who is a narcissist. Narcissists are often drawn to positions of power, and their narcissistic traits help them get there. Classic narcissists are usually extroverts and appear extremely self-confident. They tend to be ambitious, are often charismatic and can be very charming when it's in their best interest. Narcissists are often masters of office politics and Machiavellian tactics, and they are not afraid to do whatever it takes to get what they want. That could include throwing you under the bus without hesitation, stealing your ideas, taking credit for your hard work, and in general just making your life miserable. Let's look at 10 telltale signs you may be working for a narcissist, and if so, what you can do about it. Sign number 1. Your boss can't handle criticism, and blames others for his failures. If there is one thing a narcissist hates, it's criticism. If criticized or challenged in any way, a narcissist will react with self-righteous anger. And they will be looking to get revenge on anyone who dares challenge them. Narcissists are sensitive and easily offended. They take almost everything personally. Although they project self-confidence, when criticized they play the role of the innocent wounded victim. When they do make a mistake they will not admit it, and will look for a scapegoat to take the blame. Be aware, if you criticize a narcissistic boss or point out a weakness you will be on their shite list, and he will find a way to punish you. Number 2. Your boss has no empathy towards employees. A narcissistic boss may disrespect your time, demanding that you work overtime regardless of what you have going on outside of work. Unless you are one of his favorites, he will neglect you. No excuse is good enough for missing work. If you are struggling in some way his attitude will be, "That's not my problem, you better find a way to handle it." A narcissistic boss does not respect you as a human being who has a personal life outside of work. He may call you on the weekend and ask you to drop everything and come into work. A narcissistic boss can be rude, saying things that most people consider inappropriate. He may enjoy putting you down and even berate you in front of other employees. Number 3. Your boss exploits you for his selfish agenda. In the eyes of a narcissistic boss, you are viewed as a tool to be used for his purposes. He only cares about his needs and goals. A narcissist will love bomb you to get what they want, making you feel special, but will turn on you the second you challenge them. A narcissistic boss may ask you to take on tasks that have nothing to do with your job description, like running errands, for his personal life. He may ask you to do things that are actually part of his own job responsibilities. He might have you work on a side project and then take all the credit for it. He will demand a lot, but you will not receive any extra compensation or recognition. Number 4. Your boss creates a toxic workplace environment. Narcissists thrive on drama and chaos. A narcissistic boss may have mood swings, using negative emotions to feel powerful, and keep you insecure and off balance. A narcissistic boss will typically be charming when you are first hired, but if you challenge him in any way you will quickly fall from grace. This type of boss will have a golden boy, or a small group of minions or yes men. This is the inside group, everyone else is an outsider. He will then pit employees against each other and create a toxic workplace. It's the divide and conquer strategy. Keeping everyone off balance, he stays in control, the center around which all the chaos revolves, making it easier to exploit employees for his own purpose. Number 5. Your boss takes credit for your work and steals your ideas. Narcissistic bosses have no problem stealing your ideas and taking credit for your hard work. They believe they are not just better than you, they are perfect. They will steal your ideas to appear brilliant and maintain that perfect self-image. In their minds they are the center of the universe, and you exist primarily to help them get what they want. A narcissistic boss believes everything an employee does belongs to him. Number 6. Your boss has no problem breaking the rules. Many narcissists believe that they are above the law. They see themselves as special, and entitled to whatever they decide they want or need. Narcissists will do whatever it takes to get what they want, and if that means bending the rules or breaking the law, so be it. Even worse, a narcissistic boss may expect you to bend the rules for his benefit. If you refuse to take part in his dirty deeds, he will assume you are against him, and take revenge. If you are not comfortable with bending the rules, you may even have to consider finding a new job. Number 7. Your boss is overly concerned with status. Narcissists want to feel important, and they have an exaggerated view of how great they are. Thriving on praise and adulation, they believe everyone should acknowledge their greatness. In conversation, a narcissist will name drop to raise their perceived status. Their offices often become shrines to this exaggerated sense of importance. Photographs of them with important people, credentials, certificates and recognition awards are splattered all over their walls, and their shelves may be full of trophies, and it's all displayed in an over-the-top, in-your-face manner. Number 8. Your boss loves to be the center of attention. Narcissists have an unusual need for attention. They can't share the spotlight with anyone, especially those they view as inferior. They love to hear themselves talk and will dominate a meeting to feel powerful and impress others. Narcissists love to show off. It's common to hear them brag about how they are the best at this or that. If you take the spotlight from this type of person, you will anger him. Number 9. Your boss is reluctant to give you credit for a job well done. Narcissist bosses have high expectations of their employees but fail to acknowledge their good work or ideas. No matter how hard you work, a narcissistic boss will make you feel like it's never enough. If you cannot play a role in helping them reach their goals, they will ignore and neglect you. Narcissistic bosses have a hard time giving praise. And if they do praise you, it means they need you for something. It's a calculated move to soften you up. And finally, sign number 10. Your boss believes he is superior. To the narcissist, the purpose of relationships are only what other people can give them. They lack the empathy required to relate to others as equals, so they see people as pawns to be manipulated for their gain. A narcissistic boss will truly believe that he is better than his employees. At the same time, he will assume a subordinate posture to those who are in a higher position than himself, because he knows it will benefit him. The best way to take power away from the narcissist boss is to be your own champion and supporter. Clearly understand your job description and what your responsibilities are. Find out exactly what his job description is too. Speak up for yourself, set strong clear boundaries and don't back down. He will try and confuse you and make you feel guilty, but don't blame yourself or apologize. Don't accept abusive treatment, demand to be treated with respect. Begin to educate yourself on what makes a narcissist tick. The smarter you become about your narcissistic boss, the less power your boss will have. All that being said, if your boss is a deep narcissist and is making your life miserable, it may be time to start looking for a new job. Start doing job searches and making contacts. But do it all on your home computer, never use a computer at work. Reporting an abusive boss usually does not work unless you have everything documented. Even with documentation, reporting him may only make things worse. Narcissists are charming survivors and will most likely outlast you at their job. Remember, confronting a narcissist directly does not work. Whenever you challenge a narcissist, they will only get angry and seek revenge. So until you can find a new job, try to stay on your boss's good side. Disarm him by giving him the praise and attention his ego needs. Get comfortable taking a back seat, letting him have the accolades. Meanwhile, document your work and ideas to protect yourself if need be. Avoid being alone with your boss, that includes elevators and restrooms. Ignore his attempts to put you down. Don't let him get in your head, avoid getting flustered or emotional. Remember, narcissists need to put others down to elevate themselves. Despite their self-confident exterior, the narcissist actually lacks real self-esteem. Everyone deserves to be treated fairly, and work in a healthy environment. You can't win fighting against a deeply narcissistic boss. The best move is often to bide your time, and move on.